What's up guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel Xman Co. Today we've got a beautiful dish that we're going to make and it's called a chicken fricassee. Now for you guys that's not familiar with the chicken fricassee, it's basically a traditional French chicken dish. It's brown chicken pieces braised in a creamy white mushroom sauce. Guys, it's going to be delicious and so easy to make it. A few easy steps to follow. Let's show you how to do it. Now before we carry on with this cook, let me introduce you guys to all the ingredients that we're going to need for this dish. They will be listed in the description below. But before we get there, let me just quickly tell you exactly what you need. We're going to start off with some chicken stock. We've got the Sauvignon Blanc, white wine, long life cream over there, butter, crushed garlic, some flour, then a pinch of ground pepper, some salt, smoked paprika. It's not traditional, but guys, we're going to add it. We just love the flavor on chicken. We've got 2 onions over here, some basil leaves, thyme, and then also bay leaves. Portobellini mushrooms, and that's really a necessity in this dish. It doesn't have to be portobellini. You can use whatever mushrooms you want to use. We're going to go with that. Now guys, the star of the show, a few chicken pieces. Let's start this cook. First things first, we need to get rid of all the excess fat that we don't want on these chicken pieces. Now these are quite clean, but we do need to get rid of a few pieces over there. There you go. So any fat, guys, that you want to get rid of, now's the time. So we can move on to the next step. We've removed the fat and now it's time to spice these bad boys. Some people like to put it in flour right now. We don't do that, but we're going to go the traditional way. You just want to add some ground pepper. We've got fresh grounded pepper here, followed by some salt. And like I told you guys, we like to add a little bit of smoked paprika, so we're just going to make sure there's enough of that as well in the mix. All these flavors are really going to come through and it's going to be brilliant. What we do on the one side, we're going to do on the other side. So we're just going to go through, add all of those spices, make sure the flavors are definitely in there. So don't be shy guys, put enough on there. Now that these bad boys are spiced, we're going to put them aside and just jump on all the vegetables that we have to get ready for this cook. As always guys, make sure that you clean and wash your vegetables or your mushrooms, whatever you're going to use. So we're just going to cut them in half. If they're big and you want to cut them again in a quarter, you're more than welcome to do that. Over to the onions, we're going to cut the ends off, remove the skin. And guys, we want to really make sure that these pieces are nicely finely cut. So you could go with half rings. We're going to do the same and just cut them nice and fine. It's going to be really amazing. It's going to bring it through. So you want to make sure that you've got enough onion. We're going to go with 2 onions today. Everything's prepped guys. It's time to move on to the fire. It's going to be an amazing dish. Let's go sort it out. So for this dish guys, we want to make sure our skillet's nice and warm. So you want to bring it up to temp and then we're going to add some butter. Now the amount of butter is going to depend on the size of your dish. Basically you want a little bit, just nicely covered. Remember, we just want to brown the chicken. So let's go ahead and add some butter. If you need to add some more, you're welcome to do that. We're going to go ahead in with 2 tablespoons of butter. You want to melt the butter. We can see the butter starting to change in color, so it's time to add the chicken. We're going to go with skin down first. There you go. And guys, if you don't have enough space, then we're going to do this in 2 batches. So let's just see if we get everything in there, then that's also not a problem. It'll all be done at the same time. We're going to let it braise for about 2 minutes aside and just have a look. And if it's time to move it over because it's nice and brown, we're going to do that. Right guys, it's been about 4.5 minutes and it's time to take these bad boys off. So we're just going to go ahead and remove these beautiful chicken pieces. And we're making a beautiful chicken fricassee today and it's going to be amazing. We're going to use the same sauce. We're going to add our onions. In with the onions, mix them around a little bit, and then it's time for our mushrooms. In with the portobellini mushrooms. Mix them around a little bit. It's been 2-3 minutes guys, so now it's time for our thyme. And then also about 3 or 4 bay leaves. You want to work that in there, saute it, just carry on like that. At this point, the flavors are coming through. It's quite amazing. It's been about 5 minutes and it's time for our garlic. So we're going to do a heaped tablespoon of garlic. Just going to work that in there, guys. It's nice and brown already. We just want that flavor to go in there. We're going to give it another 2 minutes and then we're moving on to the next step. Now it's time for some flour, guys, just to bind everything together and help thickening the sauce that we're going to add to this dish. So you just want to go over, make sure there's enough flour. We're just going to try and gauge it. There you go. Mix it at this stage, make sure it gets nice and clumpy and dry. That's perfect. So if we need to, we're going to add some more flour. It's in with about 200 ml of Sauvignon Blanc, our white wine, followed by our chicken stock. Give it a little bit of a twirl there, mix it in nicely, make sure the sauce is nice and mixed with all the spices and all the ingredients. Now it's time for the chicken. Make sure they're nicely at the bottom, guys. It doesn't have to be totally full to the top. Remember, the skin's nice and crispy. This is perfect. At this stage, guys, we want to keep it covered for at least 10 minutes. See you guys in a bit. It's been 10 minutes, guys. It's time for this lid to come off. Looks absolutely divine. We want to braise these chicken pieces and this whole beautiful dish that we've got here for the next 20 minutes. So every now and again you can run just your spoon or spatula, whatever you're using, at the bottom just to make sure that it doesn't burn. But for the rest, guys, you just want to leave these chicken pieces like that for the next 20 minutes. And at this stage we're pretty close to the final end product. So guys, you don't want to go away, hang around. 20 minutes later, guys, we're almost there. It's time to remove the chicken at this stage. One more ingredient, it's time for our cream. So we're going to go in with about 250 to 300 ml cream. And guys, this is really going to uplift this dish. It's going to be quite amazing. You want to stir that a little bit in with the chicken. And we want to give it about 5 minutes, guys. Like I said, just to get it all to mingle and spend some time together and give us a great dish. Look at that creamy sauce. It looks absolutely divine. A little bit of basil leaves. We're going to let it simmer for about 5 minutes and then it's ready to be served. It's time to take this beauty off the fire. Guys, let's dish up. Guys, this looks absolutely divine. Just have a look at that. I wonder if you guys can see. Have a look at that. This is a beauty. All we have to do now is dig in. Boys and girls, I can smell it. This is going to be amazing. Let's try it out. Wow. This is fabulous. This is amazing. I mean, you should see it through the camera. You can see it's creamy. The mushrooms, the portobellini, if you can get your hands on it, really uplifts this dish. This is seriously the go-to dish. The French, they know what they're doing. This is amazing. Tasty, enough salt, enough of everything. I wouldn't change a thing. I'm glad we put the smoked paprika in there. We love it. I'm sure you're gonna love it. Guys, you know the story. If you like what we're doing, like, share, subscribe, enable those notifications so you get notified as soon as we upload a new video. Thanks for watching. We cannot do it without you. We'll see you on the next one. So, right. I knew you were going to do this, so I've got something for you, and I'm sure you're going to love it. Try it out.
Thank you. Absolutely a yes.
Co says it's a yes. Try it out.